Hi there. It's Saturday, November 4th, and I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. So let's get this video rolling, shall we? Let's start with Ginger Snaps, which is a UK release. All three films are here. It's a hardbox edition. Not too crazy about the artwork, but it's all right, I guess. From second sight. And you got your usual assortment of cards here. And this is a nice thick booklet. Lots of info there. Good pictures. And it comes with 3 Blu-rays on Digipack. And I've got to mention that these are Region B locked. And you can see my fingerprints all over that. So yeah, these are Region B locked. I have a feeling that the 2 sequels will be released on Vestron at some point. So, you know, if for those of you who want who enjoy the sequels, you may look out for the for a future Vestron release for parts 2 and 3. The original may get a 4K from Shout, since Shout released the Blu-ray in the States. Okay, here we have, oh, and by the way, I do have media books of the 2 sequels from a German company called NSM Records, as you can see, and I believe these are also region locked, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Region B. These contain a Blu-ray and a DVD edition. Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed. And yeah, these are also Region B locked. I will keep these media books on the shelf. Here's an edition of the original. Very nice. I'm not gonna get rid of these just because I got them on a Blu-ray from another country. These are, you know, very nice media books. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. This is the 88 films box set of the three films, and I cleverly stuck the 4K edition in the box set, which it fit really nicely, right? Perfect spot there. And this is the US release, the US 4K of the sequel. I'm a fan of part 2. I am not a fan of the third. And also, I do have a 4K of the original, and I stuck that inside the Blu-ray case of the 88 films release. So this is also a US 4K edition of the first film inside of the Blu-ray case. You know, I have to do things like this sometimes in an effort to save space on my shelves. So it's not something I'm like OCD about. And see how it just goes in very nicely. Just make sure that the cases and the disc are flush, and there you go. Yeah, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Here is a Criterion edition of the others. I did not wait for the Barnes & Noble sale. I had to have this in my hands ASAP, so I just grabbed it from Orbit DVD. Good movie. Good supernatural horror flick in Spanish, I believe. Or actually, not in Spanish, but directed by a Spanish director. So yeah, that's the others. I decided to get the Godzilla 1998 version of the film on 4K, and I went with the Steelbook, which is not bad. Yeah, I did like this film. Godzilla 1998 on 4K from Sony Pictures. Sony does great work with their 4K releases. Excellent work. I went with the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook of The Mist. Great movie. That's the actual Steelbook. Right? And the back. Directed by Frank Darabont, who was behind the Walking Dead series. And I don't know what this is. This is a digital code. If anybody wants a digital code, there you go. No charge. And this is the Blu-ray edition. It's worth mentioning that this comes with the black and white version of the film, and this is it. And oh, it's a 4-disc set. I didn't know that. 4-disc set. Cool. Alright, so The Mist is finally available on 4K. And there are 2 versions. There's the Best Buy Steelbook with the cool slip. And there's the standard version available. The Mist. I also double dipped on Cliffhanger. Got the Steelbook edition of Cliffhanger. Fantastic 1993 action film directed by, I think the guy, this guy's director, what this guy's name? He directed Elm Street 3 or 4. So this is the inside, and that's Cliffhanger on 4K in the Steelbook edition. Here's William Friedkin's film Bug from Imprint Films, Australia. It's a 2006 film. A little late Friedkin. May he rest in peace. And this was supposed to be released by Kino in the States, but it was canceled. And they weren't too clear about the reasons why. No one knows why. But it was canceled, so you still have this this option, right, to go with this import, and this is region free. It's a region free Blu-ray. That's the inside. Imprint number 258. This is a Lionsgate film, so who knows? It might pop up on Lionsgate. Maybe Lionsgate wanted to release their own version on 4K or even through the Vestron line. So that is William Friedkin's Bug, horror thriller from 2006, starring Ashley Judd and the guy who played Superman. Not the villain in Superman movie, Man of Steel, and Harry Connick Jr. Another imprint film is The Skeleton Key. This is a Universal film, horror film, with Kate Hudson, Peter Sarsgaard, and John Hurt, also from Imprint. This is a 2005 film. That's the back. And that's the inside art. I have not seen this film, but I did. I was sold by the trailer. I like movies like this. I do enjoy movies like this, and I thought it was a worthy blind buy. So that's Skeleton Key, Fearing is Believing. film from 2005. And this is an import. This should be available in the U.S. in a standard Blu-ray release. I'm not sure. It should be. But for those of us who like the upgrade in artwork, this is a nice little pickup. Lips of Blood from Indicator Powerhouse. Can't show that. So this is one of their thin line, right, hard boxes. Very nice. And that's the booklet. Very nice booklet there. I don't know if I can show any of this. Oops. Right. So, Gene Roland's Lips of Blood. Le Ver de Sang. I hope I said that right. And as you can see, it's very thin digipack. Right. Destroy them before this curse spreads. That's the inside. Cool little vampire flick from France, from Indicator Powerhouse. Terrific UK label. This was available briefly for $25 on Amazon US. But I think it's still pretty inexpensive at $29.99, if I'm not mistaken. Here are a trio of films from Cauldron Releasing. Cauldron is, as you guys may or may not know, is Diabolique DVD's label. Jesse, the guy who runs Diabolique, that's his own label. And these are very nice, kind of thin hard boxes, side-loading hard boxes. Right, there's some spot gloss on the title. The barrel of the gun. Some spot gloss on the dude's eyes. All right. Very nice, high quality material here, paper material used for the hard box. And that's the back. Epic artwork there. That's their logo. Yeah, so it's a thin side-loading hard box. And I think this comes with a poster. Yep. Pretty cool poster. Japanese art. That's the there's a booklet in there. Some write-ups. Cauldron does really good work. Overall, you know, they have great transfers of these obscure little B movies. And I think this is, let's see if this is alternate artwork behind that disc. It could be. Yep. Yep. The Last Match. This is a film by Fabrizio De Angelis. De Angelis is an Italian producer who was involved with, I believe, a lot of Lucio Fulci movies from the late 70s to early 80s and beyond, I think. Next up in the Cauldron line is Top Line. That's the front cover art. As you can see, also some spot gloss, some random spot gloss there. This looks like Gene Hackman, doesn't it? And the back. Franco Nero in a Top Line. This appears to be an adventure flick. Maybe it's an Indiana Jones ripoff, according to this artwork, or judging by the artwork. Looks like it might be some kind of adventure flick. Also has a poster. Oh, I didn't know that Alien Terminator was the alternate title. That's pretty cool. Look at that. George Kennedy's in this? That's awesome. Didn't know that either. Top line. This is a film from 1988. Cool. Franco Nero and George Kennedy. Last but not least, there is Off Balance. This one features Michael York of Logan's Run, Edwige Fenech, and Donald Pleasance. It's a film by Ruggero Deodato, who has also passed. May he rest in peace. It's the back, Phantom of Death. What's this? Oh, just be careful with the fingerprints, guys. If any of you guys, if that bothers any of you guys, just make sure you wear gloves when you handle these, because your prints will come right off onto these boxes. Here's the cover. Same deal. There's a poster, a booklet, all that good stuff inside. Okay, so there you have it. Off Balance. And these are Cauldron Films' latest releases. They are working on some Fulci movies for us, coming soon, hopefully by next year. Pumpkinhead 4K. This looks really good on 4K. I would not hesitate. If you care at all about picture quality, go for it. Worth every penny. Looks fantastic on 4K. I don't believe this has reversible artwork. Nope. Those are the discs. All right. And a whole lot of extras there. A bunch of extras. Pumpkinhead, 1988. Good movie, starring or featuring... what is this guy's name? I'm terrible with names. I forget everybody's name. Henriksen, Lance Henriksen. My goodness. Okay, Thomas Crown Affair, the remake, the 1999 remake. This is not a sticker, by the way. And this is from 88 Films in the UK. This is Region B Locked. It's a Blu-ray edition. That's the back. I did enjoy this film very much. Let's see. Okay. That's the artwork that I remember the US Blu-ray having, or the DVD at least. All right. Thomas Crown Affair. Poster inside. Oh, cool. Nice poster. I don't have a lot of use for posters because I don't have a lot of space to hang them. Let's see if there's artwork on. There is artwork in the back, which looks like the same artwork from the box. Anyway, Thomas Crown Affair remake. Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo from 88 Films in a nice little slip-covered version. Also from Cauldron is Frankenstein 80. That's the back. Nice spot gloss on that. And here's the art sleeve. Pretty cool, huh? Bloody. You have the usual assortment of goodies like posters. There's a booklet. And it's a Blu-ray. That's the alternate art. Who directed this? Let's see. This is a film by Mario Mancini. I have not seen this film before, but I thought it was worth a blind buy. Frankenstein 80. French film delicatessen. This is the 4K edition, the Digibook 4K edition. Right. There was a slipcover on this, but it arrived squished, so I got rid of it, which is not a major loss because I do prefer this, even though there's no title on the spine there. I do prefer this cool little Digibook without the mangled slipcover. So, delicatessen on 4K. I picked up a couple of, or both of, Arrow's House by the Cemetery editions. This is the Arte Originale version. I like the yellow there on black. Original Italian title. I'm not gonna show you guys the contents because there's a ton of videos on YouTube for these. So yeah, just to save a little bit of time on this video, I'm not gonna take out all the goodies in there. Lucio Fulci goodness. Here is the third HMV exclusive of Mad Max series of films. This is of course from the UK. A buddy of mine did me a favor and pick these up for me. I have all three Mad Max films in this hardbox edition. Right, and these are just standard. Oh, it's a 4K. Good. I'd forgotten that it's a combo pack. So there is a 4K and a Blu-ray edition. Blu-ray is region B, but the 4K is region free. As everybody knows, 4K is a region free format. So that's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Nice little box. Glossy little hard box there. These are stickers. Thank goodness. And there are some cards. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Yeah, I'm not gonna show these off because the video would just go on too long. So, but I'm sure I mean, if you guys want to see what this stuff has, if you want to look at the art cards, I mean, there are plenty of unboxing videos on the net. So, I picked this up. It's Limbo. Now this is from Cape Light. Cape Light is a German label, but they have recently gone into the United States market, and I believe this is their second release. The first one was All Quiet on the Western Front. So this is Limbo. I believe it's a Japanese film, Japanese thriller, kind of like the film Seven with Morgan Freeman. This is a U.S. release. You know, U.S. companies aren't doing media books, but Cape Light is the first company to come in and do a media book release in the U.S. for the U.S. market, specifically for the U.S. market. So I think that's a good thing because I do like media books, and it being a U.S. release, there should be some English writing, and there is. This is a black and white film shot in black and white. And I got this from Orbit DVD. I don't think there's a... Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is a combo pack, Blu-ray and 4K. Good. All right, so this is Limbo from Cape Light Films. Here's my copy of Messiah of Evil. This is a J card, a side-loading J card, which just comes right off. It's taped to the back. For now, I'll keep it, but I don't like things hanging off my Blu-rays like this. It's just gonna hang off and just be awkward like that. You know what? I'm just gonna take it off. slowly, carefully take that thing off. All right, so that's Messiah of Evil from Radiance Films. Again, there are tons of videos on this on YouTube if you guys want to take a look at the contents. Usual assortment of goodies. You know, you got your posters, art cards, and that sort of thing. Here's Witness from Arrow Video. This is a hardbox edition, as you can see. That's nothing on the back. I'll show you guys just real quick, because that's the poster art, I believe. And there's no Blu-ray, so this is not a combo pack. This looks a bit like Bill Paxton. This is not a combo pack, guys. This is just a 4K edition of Witness. Of course, there is a Blu-ray edition sold separately, which I think is better than doing combo packs, because the prices should be cheaper, and a lot of us, enthusiasts have gone 4K. And, we don't really, at least I don't need a Blu-ray edition. So I don't need it. So I'm good. Pick this up from Orbit DVD. This is from Australian company Via Vision. It's Grindhouse on Blu-ray. It's a nice set. There, this houses a standard Amaray case. And how many discs? I think it's 4 discs. So Blu-ray and 4K editions of the extended cut of Tarantino's and Robert Rodriguez masterpieces. Love both films. I love the Grindhouse look. All right, and nice cool little envelope here with some cool sliding out cards. I like this. This is really nice. Initially, I thought this was a 4K, but it wasn't. That's cool. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice. Nice to have. Awesome car. There's Kurt Russell being a badass. Oh boy, that's cool. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. Here's Bruce. So this is a nice set if you're interested in packaging, but for those of you who are, who are looking to save a bit of money, you may want to hang on and just wait for the eventual 4K release, which it's got to be coming, right? So, like I said, it's a hard box. That's the back. Quality it's okay. It's a little bit on the flimsy, thin side, but it is, I think it'll survive rough handling. And this is a lenticular. So that's Grindhouse. And I do have several editions of this film. Let me show you guys real quick. I've got this edition of Death Proof. This is from Nova Media from South Korea. And this is just Death Proof, not Planet Terror. And this is from Nova Media out of South Korea. And this comes in a cool little slip box, as you can see. And I also have this German kind of VHS looking thing of both films as well. Like a little retro VHS thing going on here. This opens up like that, and it's just a disc, one Blu-ray disc, and some knickknacks. That's the back. Cool little set to have. Cool little collectible set to have. if you've seen my main collection video, you've noticed that I'm gonna have several doubles in my collection, and I am still doing that. I'm still buying doubles. If it's a movie I like a lot, I will buy it again if there's a cool looking version. Here is Hellraiser Quartet of Torment, my copy of the Hellraiser. The first 4 films on 4K. Nice little hard box, and I do enjoy all 4 films. All right, we've got The Exorcist, a bit of overkill for The Exorcist. I purchased the Bible edition, which, as you can see, is still sealed. I don't want to open this up because I want to preserve the packaging as much as possible, and I'm going to keep it sealed for now. I may be tempted to unwrap it at some point and look at the contents, but if I need a 4K Exorcist fix, I always have the Ultimate Collector's Edition. This is the middle. There were 3 versions of this film released in the UK. You got your Bible, you got the Ultimate, this is the middle version, the Ultimate Collector's Edition, and then you have the standard release. That's the back, and this is a steelbook that features the original theatrical poster art. That's the back, and that's the really nice art of the original. There's no embossing there, nothing is debossed or embossed, no spot gloss. And you got your 4K and your Blu-ray version. I believe there are stacked discs. Yeah, this contains stacked discs, and which I don't really mind. A lot of people on the internet go nuts. I don't like stacked discs. Whatever. That's The Exorcist. This is the UK release, by the way. So, get your ad cads. So yeah, I mean, I decided to import these because I did not like what Warner Brothers released in the US, which was a standard Amaray case, 4K case in horrible artwork. So there you got Exorcist. Here's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Now this is also another UK import. This slides off. It's a clear slip, and it's, let's see, has a lot of stuff, cool stuff inside. This is from the Film Vault, and it's number 7 of the series. Oh, by the way, I have a media book of Hellraiser 4 Bloodline, which I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping, but I do like the artwork on that, so I'll decide that later on. So yeah, so 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is a UK release. It's a phenomenal set, very pretty. Let's see, and it opens up like that. This is magnetic, and that's the inside. This is an envelope with some cards and the posters. All right, so my copy is pristine. No damage, no damage to be seen anywhere. Sometimes this comes damaged. I've seen a lot of videos where this stuff here is, there's a little bit of a dent, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, so these come in the CD style cases, right? That's the back, And this comes right off. And it opens up like this. And there are two discs. One's a 4K and the other is a Blu-ray. And actually, this is a Blu-ray of special features. So this is just a 4K release. All right, so yeah, so this is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Cool little collectible set there from the UK that I was glad to import. A buddy of mine. Again, these are only available to UK customers. They are a UK exclusive, not available in the US, and the shops that sell them in the UK do not import. So if you want these, you got to get them you can find somebody from the UK, see if they can import for you. And here is the Apollo 13 version, the Film Vault series version of Apollo 13. Same deal. Posters, cards, the works. So yeah, I'm glad to have this in my collection. It's the first time I've had Apollo 13 on 4K. All my previous versions have been the Blu-ray edition. All right, continuing on, because I have a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to show you guys. Rosemary's Baby on 4K. I did get rid of the slipcover, which was terrible. If anybody wants a digital code, there you go. Rosemary's Baby. The Last Island. I think this is a film from the Netherlands. It's a survival flick released by Cult Epics. It's from 1990. There's a new 2K transfer. Yeah, it's about some survivors of a plane crash that have to, get used to their new lives on some island. The Dive. This Blu-ray I picked up. It was a blind buy. It was pretty cheap. It was like $8-9. It's about a couple of female buddies who go diving and have an accident, or something happens that they, one of them gets stuck at the bottom of the ocean, and while the air runs out. So it's a pretty cool flick, pretty cool thriller on Blu-ray, and it's available very cheaply online, Amazon, anywhere, pretty much anywhere. The Pianist on 4K. Fantastic film by Roman Polanski from 2002. This is the Studio Canal edition. It is an import, as you can see from the ratings logos. That's the back. And as far as I know, it's just... Oh, okay. So it's a Blu-ray and a 4K. The Blu-ray is Region B locked. The Pianist. This is a mesmerizing film, heartbreaking film on 4K, and I think I'm gonna just use... Here's a South Korean steelbook that I own. I have owned for a few years now. All right, so cool little art on that. So I think what I'll do is I'll just stick the 4K inside here, just to save a little bit of space. The Blu-ray I have no use for. All right, so moving on, you've got Zombie Holocaust from 88 Films. This is a bit thicker than usual, right? But it's cool. It's got a bit of heft to it, and that's because the slipcover is slightly better quality than typical, 88 slips. And it also has a ton of things. It's got a poster, it's got a booklet. There. And cool poster, and there are 2 discs. One's a 4K, one's a Blu-ray. All right, and this is also being released in the U.S. through Severin Films. They are supposed to be shipping these pretty soon. If you ordered from Severin, if you pre-ordered from Severin, you should be getting a shipping email pretty soon for the Zombie Holocaust on 4K. This looks good. Looks very good, and it's one of my favorite zombie flicks from the early 80s, from Italy. Here's another import. This is Studio Canal. All right. I buy my imports either from Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD, or now Atomic Movie Store. All US-based retailers. I have never seen the film before. Apparently this film flopped at the box office, and if I got my story straight, it sort of contributed to the bankruptcy of the studio that financed it, which I think was Kuroko. Back in those days, back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, Kuroko wasn't doing too well financially, which is why they were sold out. And it's now owned by, the Library of Films is now owned by Studio Canal. A library which includes Total Recall, Basic Instinct, a lot of Stallone flicks from the 80s. The Dark Power. This is a very cheesy 80s independent film that Kino picked up, which I did not like, sad to say. This film was so badly acted, I just, I don't know. Last Voyage of the Demeter on 4K. Actually, not 4K. This is a Blu-ray and DVD. This is the recent film released theatrically that did not do well. But it happens to be a very good vampire flick. I think this is the guy from Titanic, the captain of the Titanic, in the Cameron film. Yeah, it's a very good film, a vampire film that people just did not see. And I actually wanted to go see this in the theaters, but I ultimately did not. But I'm glad that it's on Blu-ray, and I think it's doing fairly well. It's in the top 10 on the sales charts, and it's a good movie. It reminds me a little bit of the film Alien, where there's a monster, running loose and knocking people off one by one, and it also kind of reminds me of the John Carpenter flick Thing. So I recommend this as a blind buy if you have not seen it. So yeah, pick it up. Last Voyage of the Demeter. There might be some Black Friday sales going on. So Scream 3, I went with the standard slip. I do enjoy all 3 original Scream films. And Paramount released each film a year apart for some reason. So Scream 3 came out this year. Good movie on 4K. Finally, Cujo on 4K from Kino Lorber. Right? No alternate artwork, but that's fine. Great movie, 1983, Stephen King adaptation. Here's Red Dragon on 4K, also from Kino. Same art. Another one in the Kino cult line, along with the other one I just showed you. This is Alien Outlaw. I have not seen this one yet. Also directed by Phil Smoot. So, same director from Dark Power. So, I'm assuming this is another bad, cheesy sci-fi flick. 4K restoration from the OG negative. Cool. here's Neon City. I love this film. I got an early copy from Atomic Movie Store. That's the back. This does have an audio commentary by Monty Markham, the director, who also appears in the film. And there's an interview with Michael Ironside, this guy, who is completely unrecognizable. This guy does not look like the guy who's being interviewed is Michael Ironside, but he does not look. He looks like some random dude. He's an older guy. He's got, he was balding back when he made his film, but now he's bald on top. White hair, thin white slice of hair on the sides, a bit on the chubby side, for an old guy. And he just does not look like Michael Ironside. If someone were to ask you who this guy was, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. So Kino got this from Lionsgate. It's a fresh 2K scan, right, of the interpositive, and it looks fantastic. So if you are a fan of Neon City or direct-to-video sci-fi flicks from the early 90s, you may want to grab that. Neon City. Here's the Blob on 4K with the VHS art as the alternate. Looks cool. Right, 4K and Blu-ray. Mission Impossible on 4K. Dead Reckoning. You got the Meg 2 on 4K. I don't know why they put this banner up on top for Meg 2. This is supposed to be for back catalog movies. They're celebrating the 100-year anniversary. The Night of the Demons trilogy, starting with the original, then part 2 and part 3. Awesome stuff. Awesome horror stuff from the 80s and 90s. Here are the Men Behind the Sun films from Massacre Video. Right. That's the original. And these do come in these cool little slip boxes. A bit on the thin side, but it's fun. They're fine. And standard cases. Right. Nothing extra there. No posters. And that's the first one, Men Behind the Sun. I think this is part 2, Narrow Escape. Actually, that's part 3. That's part 2. And this is called Laboratory of the Devil. Right? And 3, Narrow Escape. Same deal. Slip box. And yeah, that works. So, yeah. Interesting set of films, Japanese films. Here's The Prey. This is just a standard version, and this is on 4K. Good little movie there. I did enjoy that very much. I went with the Steelbook version of U571 on 4K. I think this is a French release. It's the back. And there you go, 4K and Region B Blu-ray. So that's U571, the excellent U571 on Steelbook form from France, if I'm not mistaken. You got the Toxic Avenger set. All 4 films on 4K. Looking great for the most part, right? And finally, we have a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome titles. Mother's Day, Ghost Nursing. This is part of the September batch. Right. Arnold, also from September. Inn of the Damned and Night of Fear. This is a partner label release. It's a double feature. That's the back. This was released on DVD, also in a double feature by Code Red back in the day. Right, so yeah, this is a partner label release. One of Vinegar Syndrome's partner label releases from October. And I decided to get East End Hustle on 4K. This is a Canadian film from the late 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Cindy used to be a hooker. I like the little retro design there. And this kind of looks like a Criterion style format for the back here, for the specifications. And as you can see, there's a lot of extras on there. East End Hustle on 4K from Canadian International Pictures. Another Vinegar Syndrome partner label. All right, guys, so that's my haul. This includes titles from September and October. Both months are now behind us. A lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff from all over the world. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.